And I'm Mark.
And this is Showtime
Shenanigans.
I feel like that was the start of something.
The start of something new. It's in Matilda. It's like that. Where she like points at stuff and it like goes flying away.
Oh, that's the best bit of the film.
Honestly.
Hello everybody, how are we doing? I forgot we were filming for a second there.
How are you doing today?
I'm hot. It's meant to be 29 degrees today and we've put on the sun cream so if we look shiny.
Shiny.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah. So I'm just going to see what temperature it actually is. Does my watch have temperatures? It does.
Look if you want.
Just 28.
Yeah, oh. I was like, what folder is it? Oh, we're too late. Okay. So.
Cool. So you're good, that's good.
I can't really
like to hear
see
that.
you because the sun is like, whoosh, but it's fine. We're good.
So what is today's episode, Charlotte Baybrick? Lottie, my love.
Exposed. Today
Exposed.
we're talking. You were gonna do Explosions by Ellie Goulding, though, weren't you? Exposed. We're talking about jukebox.
That was so actually. I loved it. I'm so sorry.
Jukebox musicals. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna put the pencil.
You're gonna smack that lead.
Oh God, that's not good. Jukebox. This is. For anyone that doesn't know what a jukebox musical is, Mark's going to explain.
Thank you. Cool. A jukebox musical is where they use an artist or like a band, a group of people, a time period. You okay? To like inspire a musical off of. So one of the most famous examples is Mamma Mia,
which uses the songs from ABBA.
And yeah.
But yeah, like you said, it doesn't have to be a certain person,
No,
so it can be from an
it
era.
can be an era.
So like loads of 70s songs to make a show of.
Yeah. Or a type of music to make a whole show out of.
Yeah.
So we are going to discuss
basically songs that already exist.
Yeah, the songs that exist in popular culture that we then put in the musical, and abracadabra, you have yourself a musical.
Jukebox.
Yeah. But they have to be all full of They have to all be songs from the artist or written by the artist. But like it has to be like one or two songs that are like if there is a new song from an artist.
Are you thinking 9 to 5?
No, but like no, because that's not jukebox. They only have one song.
It is a jukebox.
It's not technically because they like two songs. The rest of them are written for the show.
We've written it down.
It's fine. It kind of counts, but doesn't really.
I'm gonna say it is.
But like We Will Rock You, they wrote like I think Brian May wrote like one more song for it. So
I don't know. I think there was a song. There's a song in it that was written after Freddie died. It wasn't for the musical, but it was after Freddie died. They wrote. I think that was No One But You. They wrote that about him because it was about people dying young. Only the good die young. I don't know if he wrote anything for the musical though. I'm not sure.
I don't know. But anyway, that song was like written like not in the period where they used the songs from Queen.
It was written a bit later.
So they kind of pit like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
We'll
Anyway,
go
should we crack it?
Right, so we've got this humongous list. If you can see this situation right
If you're listening, it's long.
It's long AF. So basically...
We also showed them like episode 11, but it's fine.
No, I didn't know. I like that.
Okay. Also, we're
a little bit...
Lottie got a little bit trigger happy with numbers, and it's actually episode 9 today.
It's episode 9 today, yes. But it's because we're swapping something over. But it's fine. They don't know that. Because it doesn't matter.
It says burgers at the top.
Burgers?
It's episode 10 at the top.
I'm so confused. Right, we're going to go through a massive list of jukebox musicals first and like say who they are,
what they
the
are.
songs are from.
Are they actually any good? All that kind of stuff.
All what we think. And then we've got a second section.
Because we're entitled to have our own opinions. And then
the second section about, we've got our little things. And then...
Yes.
Yeah. We got our segments. They don't need to know. I'm just saying the second half.
I know.
The second half is about popular culture. So basically, I feel like we've talked too much.
Should we just crack on?
Should we just? I was going to say start again.
No, I'm the king of just
We're
wasting
just going
time.
With it. Brilliant. Well, I don't know
So
how long this is going to be. So if it's too long,
just yeet,
we'll just delete
and then we'll just carry on yeeting. Yeet. Beep beep.
Yeet.
Scoot scoot.
Shall we clap?
No.
Okay. Sick. Right, so first show on the list, Thriller Live / the Michael Jackson musical, because that's coming out on Broadway. It's a different thing.
It's a different thing entirely. Thriller Live is not technically a musical because it is a concert of his stuff.
It's a musical as in, it was in the West End, it's a musical, it was there for 10 years, but it isn't... It's
not like a story based musical.
It kind of...
It has no story. It's just
got loads
all
of
of
his songs from the beginning to end of his career, basically, and they sort of just go through and say like how he influenced music and stuff. It's a bit weird, but it was alright.
Yeah.
It was a
But
good night out if you like Michael Jackson. I'm saying it is because technically it is, but it's not a musical in the sense it hasn't got a story.
No.
At all.
And that's one of the main
It doesn't
things
like tell
needs.
like some jukebox musicals tell the story of the artist.
Yes.
But that one just doesn't. It just maybe that's why they've come up with done the MJ musical because it's different. But yeah, that's Michael Jackson. If I hadn't said it already.
Yeah.
Yeah, seen it. I've seen it twice.
I've seen it once.
It's okay.
It was great at West End Live every year. Like it's like
they always
they're
have
so
such
good.
a long set.
They do. They did like 5 songs, and it's the most intense thing.
It's annoying.
But it does get the crowd like nice and wild because it is usually like towards the end of the day.
So it keeps you going.
So it keeps you going. It gets you like for the last couple of like school groups. So you're like.
Yeah, there's a lot of like drama school groups of like young kids where they do their thing, and you're waiting for like one specific show that they always put some good things right at the end, or like some artists you really want to see, like big people, and you're like, oh. So yeah.
But yeah, so the Friday Live was very good. Just.
It's alright.
Wasn't my thing.
Yeah, if you like Michael Jackson, then
it's your thing.
Yeah. Motown next.
Cool.
By sort of various people in the Motown era of music. I haven't seen it. Haven't listened to it.
I haven't seen it, but I have listened to it. But I did once again. I saw it at West End Live.
Oh really?
Once again,
oh
very
yeah,
good.
it was in London.
It was at the
Shaftesbury
Theatre.
Oh.
So where
I knew that.
Juliet is.
I did know that.
But yeah, it was very good actually. Well, like the sounds of it, and what I've heard from other people, they really like when they went to see it. They really enjoyed it. It was very like a big like costume show, and it was very like. It was very like good and entertaining, so it was a good piece of theatre.
I mean, Motown's not really my kind of genre, but like.
And it has got a tour actually. Well, it was on tour. Will it continue after Corona? Who knows? Who knows her?
But that was the worst. Moving on, Mamma Mia. If you haven't heard of Mamma Mia, if you haven't watched Mamma Mia, either the show or the musical, like the films, who even are you?
Yeah.
Like, let's be real here for a second. Obviously using the music from ABBA. I absolutely adore Mamma Mia.
Yes.
Like, to the highest of...
Do you like the second film though?
Yes, I do love the second film.
As much as the first?
Not as much as the first, no, but it's great. It is a good film. It's just... And
would you be happy if they made a third one? Because there are rumours they are doing a third one.
I'd be in the third one. I'd be an extra.
You'd be Sophie's
child that's a boy. Yeah, that would really work.
Oh yeah,
He's got piercing blue eyes. Come on, Mark.
Does that mean it has to be a boy?
He's got piercing blue eyes.
Oh.
Because the dads are all fighting about who looks most like, aren't they?
Well, she might have another child. Because it might be like another 10 years on.
Amanda Seyfried have a second child in that film. I'm there. No, I'm joking.
She has very flat boobs. She's golden. She can be like a 12-year-old and be golden and she'll be fine.
Brilliant. Yeah, music for ABBA obviously uses some of their best songs. It basically uses one of like there's like an album that uses like most
ABBA,
of the songs from
ABBA's greatest hits, and it's literally just the cast quoting from it.
And I think ABBA's greatest hits came out before Mamma Mia the musical did, which is so funny that they basically used like the whole album.
Yeah.
ABBA Gold is what it's called.
That's the one.
They've got multiple ABBA Golds though. It's great. But yeah,
ABBA is golden.
If you don't like ABBA,
who are you?
No,
they also one year competed. They 1 year competed in Brighton in Eurovision in the Pavilion.
What ABBA were, they won
competed,
Eurovision.
And that's where they competed it in Brighton.
73.
From what my mum's told me, that's where they competed it. If I'm wrong, my mum's lying to me, and blame her, not me.
Oh, it was her birthday.
It's her birthday technically.
A while ago.
A week.
Hang on a sec. We already mentioned it in the last episode, didn't we?
Yeah.
Never mind then. Well, happy birthday again.
We love you. I love you.
Next, Club Tropicana. I actually don't know what this is at all. Mark's seen it though.
I saw it.
Woo!
I regret it. I'm not here for it.
What music was it though?
I don't know. It was a lot. I think it's very like poppy. It was like modern but like cheesy pop. I think it's a film. I think there's a film of it.
Oh, there's a song called Club Tropicana from Wham.
They also use that, yes.
I've looked in the there's a playlist of Club Tropicana. It's not the actual album, but it's got September, All Night Long, Everybody Wants to Run the World, Heart of Glass. Is that like 80s? Don't Stop Believing?
It's like 80s sort
of stuff.
I think it is 80s like hits. I think it was the 80s hits. I swear to God, I can like see it in my head now.
Joe McElderry.
Yeah, it had Joe McElderry in it, and it had someone from like the Saturdays, I think, or like and one of the other girl groups in the UK. She was in it.
Many. Love that.
I didn't realise
but it wasn't really
I
your
didn't
jam.
realise it was her until I was like left, and I was like, oh.
It wasn't really your jam though.
No,
Fair enough.
I wasn't vibing.
That's okay. You're allowed to not.
And people were singing along the whole time.
Yeah, we'll talk about
We'll
that
get to
later.
that in a minute.
That's halfway. We're adding that to one of the segments. I've decided.
Okay.
So 9 to 5. Mark says it's not really a jukebox. It is in the sense that it uses Dolly Parton's music. She wrote. So basically, there's 2 songs in the show that I can remember that were previous songs by Dolly Parton that she had written before the show was going to be a thing, or the film was going to be a thing. She wrote 9 to 5, the song, for the film.
Whilst like doing the film.
Yeah, she wrote it like for that film. And then Backwards Barbie is another song that was just already her song. The rest she wrote for the musical, but they are Dolly Parton's songs because she wrote them for the musical. Therefore, and it uses 2 that were already hers. So I kind of feel like it is a jukebox musical,
there's
not as much.
There's something of hers in it.
Yeah, but less people. She's very much involved in it. I don't want to like spoil it, but she's very much involved in the show. If you know what I mean.
In the West End version of it, not in the Broadway version. She wasn't at all mentioned.
Yeah, but you know. But the West End version, she's like very much there.
Listen to the cast recording and you'll hear it.
Oh yeah, the live cast recording.
Like she's in it.
But yeah, I love that. I saw it once. I really wanted to see it again, but it's closed.
I saw it like 3 times.
Has it closed though?
Technically, yes.
In the West End, it's closed because something else is going to the Savoy. But it was meant to be
Sunday
going.
the Papa George, written by our boy Stephen Sondheim. Yeah.
That's going to the Savoy.
Yeah.
Sondheim. Oh God.
What are you paying at? It was going on a UK tour. I don't know. I don't have all the answers.
Anyway.
But I think it was going on a UK tour. It might still be going on a UK tour.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Hope so. Because I love it. Moulin Rouge is
Hey,
next.
Sister, go, sister.
See, that's from the film, isn't it? That's not from the musical.
It was written for the film. Though.
Yeah, that song by
But then
Pink
in
and
the
that.
actual musical,
it's totally different, isn't
they've
it?
taken song. They've like literally got Firework in there by Katy Perry.
I
don't think it has any basis of like time period. I think it's just.
Well, it's a bit like Anne Juliet, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, but like it's very. I haven't actually listened to it, and I tried to listen. I just wasn't vibing.
What we got? Shut Up and Raise Your Glass. Raise Your Glass is a song by Pink.
So like a mashup.
Shut Up and Drive.
Yeah,
and Raise Your Glass.
Yeah.
Firework. Your Song, Elton John. That is. I think it. Backstage Romance. That's so good. I'm gonna say it's like pop.
It's
Chandelier.
pop. Yeah. It's pop, but like in a musical theatre way, and I think they've overdone the musical theatre way.
Have you listened to Moulin Rouge?
I listened to it and I wasn't vibing.
It came out in 2019.
It made me feel a bit like, why are you doing the pop songs?
A bit like Anne Juliet does.
But like worse.
Oh, okay.
Like it made me feel genuine. Like I wanted to skip
everything.
because it made me feel so uncomfortable listening
like,
to like. It's like when you hear your kid sing like don't have a kid.
Like,
it's like when you hear a child sing like a song. You're like it's like so out of there. Like
well done, you're doing really good, sweetie.
But then also they turn up the tempo and like do all the weird stuff with it, and you're like.
Kids Bop. It's like Kids Bop.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, don't listen. Do you remember that video of that lady who was like, my kids can't hear me swearing because they're listening to Kids Bop in that car park. Oh, honestly, the internet.
But anyway,
watch the film of Moulin Rouge though.
The film,
it's quite good.
Stunning.
It's not the song.
I mean, there also is some songs from the film in it, like "Come What May."
Were they written for the film?
I think so.
We shouldn't be doing a musical theatre podcast. We don't know very much.
Know.
Should we move on? Bodyguard, Whitney Houston. Obviously, Mark loves this show.
I
was going to say, obviously, Whitney Houston has a musical.
Naturally, as well.
You make me feel.
Actually, I don't. The songs technically weren't. So it's a very weird show because it's not based on Whitney Houston's life. It's based on another pop singer's life, played by Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston sung the songs, made the songs famous. Therefore, they're now Whitney Houston songs. But the songs were actually written originally for the film, and then Whitney Houston turned them into like her own things.
What?
Yeah.
Hang on.
So the musical, but it's full of so many like high key bops.
Was that not her song before the musical? No. The musical or the film?
The film.
Oh, so they're technically her songs now, right?
But yeah. Or they might be like kind of intertwined, so they used her songs.
They might have used some. I Wanna Dance with Somebody's probably one of like the most famous songs.
Yeah, I Wanna Dance with Somebody, and like.
I Will Always Love You, which actually was originally Dolly Parton's song, and she gave it to Whitney for the film. Cute.
So
that was terrible. I can click. So yeah,
but
Whitney,
yeah,
love that.
It was one of the first shows I had no like. I wanted to see it because I Alexandra Burke in it. Leave Me Alone.
He loves
and I do.
Burke.
Don't we all? She's a banging lady.
She's okay. Yeah,
She has a great voice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. See, there you
She
are.
sings "I Will Always Love You" better than Whitney because Whitney shouts. She doesn't really sing. She kind of goes. It's like it's a lot. Whereas Alexandra, she shouts, sings. She doesn't actually sing. Whereas Alexandra actually sings it, so it's quite nice. My mum really has a thing about Whitney. She's really like, I know she's iconic, but like I really don't like her, and I'm like.
Anyway, but she's great. The musical's great. Who's not?
Just a friend. It's her birthday today. I'm not outing her on the podcast. I'll show you quickly. But
I haven't turned it on yet.
Oh. I just never talk to her very often, so it's fine. It doesn't matter. Can the sirens not? Next, Jagged Little Pill.
Yes.
Uses the songs by Alanis Morissette.
Yes. I listened to it.
I have listened to it.
And
I was going to say I haven't, but I have once.
Yeah.
What's the really famous one? The song.
I listened to it and I was like, oh, it's quite good.
It was okay. I like.
I was like, oh, I feel like I know this song. I was like, oh, I feel like I know most of these songs.
Some of the harmonies are quite good.
I don't know if I'd listen to it again, but I enjoyed it.
Might go see
I might go see it, and it might make me enjoy it more.
I don't recognise the name from the album though. Like looking at the song name, I can't.
But yeah, I can't really help you.
You ought to know.
I don't know.
But
anyway, it was pretty good.
It was alright. Yeah, it's on Broadway right now.
Yeah.
Rock of Ages is like various sort of. Is that 80s? Like Don't Stop Believing and like stuff like that. Yeah, 80s. It was alright when we went to see it.
80s rock.
We are going to talk about Rock of Ages in a later episode.
Oh, actually. Yeah.
Number 14, hopefully. Where we talk about shows that we were sort of like not living up to expectations.
Or
no, because then it's something to look forward to. You know?
Okay.
So we will be doing that. Rock of Ages, yeah, it was alright. The songs are good songs, but like there's nothing exciting about them in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl from the North Country, I've never listened to it. Bob Dylan.
That's the one. Never listened to it.
It was next to us when we were at Les Mis. It was next to us at the Gielgud for a little while. It was like a short run.
And it did a tour as well, I think.
Did it?
Yes.
Or maybe it's going on tour.
It's going to Broadway. It's on Broadway now.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
It literally opened up on Broadway like just before we closed.
That's depressing. American Idiot, Green Day.
Yes.
Great.
I've never listened to it.
I've listened to it because I like the songs, but they don't sound like anything exciting. But maybe when you're seeing it, it's exciting.
Yeah.
A bit like We Will Rock You.
Yeah.
The band, Take That. Are they using Take That songs or are they new ones? Oh, okay.
No, didn't see it. I watched the competition to like make the bands.
Oh, cute. I remember that being on telly. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it had Amber Riley in it.
Amber Riley, love that.
And it was good. Haven't seen it.
No, I haven't listened to it.
Had no real drive to go see it.
No.
So I'm not really
a
massive
Take That fan. Yeah.
But I guess
it's on my Spotify like to listen to, but I haven't listened to it yet. But it's just Take That, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jersey Boys, Frankie Valli. I feel like it's Valley.
I feel like it's Valley.
Jersey Boys is alright.
Never saw it.
Begging you. I like that one.
I never saw it. Saw it at West End like millions of times.
You say that.
Yeah.
It's only like 5. 5 West End Lives, I think.
There hasn't just been 5 West End Lives. West End Lives been going forever. Literally for ages.
I thought you literally went to like the first one.
No. The first time it ever happened was in Leicester Square. It was that small. And then it got bigger and bigger and bigger, more famous, and then it moved to Trafalgar Square.
I thought you went to the first one. I thought that's what it was. Oh, well, you've been to like 4 or 5.
I've been to like them since 2016.
That's 4 then. No, it's not. It's only 3. I swear you've been...
18,
oh, 16, 19. 17, 18, 19. Yeah. It's not 2020. 2020 didn't happen. Anyway, Ain't Too Proud by The Temptations. I've listened to that. It's alright.
I have not.
That's one where they tell the story of the band. Like how they became the band that they are, basically. The Cher Show. Songs by Cher. That again tells...
Say it properly.
The Cher Show. That again tells the story of Cher. But it has like... There's like 3 Chers in it. So there's like before middle and after, or something like present day, and like they all like come back at different points during the show.
Yeah, they were like
apparently,
intertwined.
from like what I read about it.
And what I heard from other people.
That's a
talk about
human.
it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, pretty good. It's got Cher songs in it. Cher songs are kind of banging.
If I could turn back time.
There you go.
There's just some people walking past.
What's the next one on the list?
Tina Turner.
Oh.
Well, it's called Tina, but the song's by Tina Turner.
It's Tina Turner the musical.
Tina Turner the musical. It was alright.
The songs are banging.
We did have a show stop when we went to see it, so it kind of threw us out of it. But that's telling the story of her life again.
Yeah, it's just quite an interesting life actually. I didn't realise.
A bit dramatic.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
And then when she actually like gained fame, she was like old as well. She was like 50 odd when she actually like gained
Yeah, she
fame.
wasn't like a young artist, was she? You see that at West End Live a lot. That's a pretty good
I've seen
one.
it twice because that's what only years it's been in London for.
Yeah,
But
it was always good.
Broadway
Rolling
recently.
down rolling down the river.
Rolling.
Oh yeah, when we went to Broadway, it was opening, wasn't it? They were still like doing the theatre, but the sign was up. Fun times. Oh.
But yeah, I actually like the cast recording. I think Adrian Warren did it really well in the cast recording.
I wouldn't go see it again.
Jonah, the person we saw did it very well.
We saw two people.
We saw two people, so you can't like choose
cast,
anyone either.
Ooh. Show stop.
But there was a showstopper, and it threw me out, and also just wasn't.
Story.
I just didn't feel like they got it very well. Their voice sounded very, very tired.
When did we see it?
It was a Wednesday matinee. It was a Wednesday evening, and they hadn't had a matinee. They already had a matinee the next day.
Tina.
So they just sounded very tired.
Yeah, I don't think I'd go see it again though, because it's not really my thing. On Your Feet. Songs by Emilio and Gloria
Estefan.
Why did I put Esteban? Estefan.
I swear that was like Azkaban.
That's a different thing. No. Yeah, Estefan. My bad. Why did I write that? I wrote it. I read it out and I was like, that's not right. Anyway, they've got some pretty good songs. I went to see it.
I saw it at West End Live once. Pretty decent.
Oh my god, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And that was after. That was before. First and only. It was like a limited run.
Oh.
It's going on tour, or it went on tour. It was
alright. It went on tour before, came to the West End, and then it's going back on tour.
Oh, okay, fair enough. It was okay. You don't have to be sneaky about your mints.
I'm not being sneaky.
I'm outing him. He's eating mints because he's addicted. We love him. I'm joking, but he like tries to like sneak them in, like doing this, and I'm like, just shove them in. Just eat them in.
Well, I don't know why I'm eating them because I don't need to eat anything.
But you had one, and now you're like.
But also like because I haven't actually eaten, they're just like trying to like subside like the belly rumbles. So I don't want belly to start like gurgling.
I thought you had pizza.
One slice.
Oh, one slice.
I had like 1 minute. I was like, stop it.
On Your Feet tells the story of their life again, like how they got famous. It was pretty good. The dancers were great. There was that one girl that I like became obsessed with because she was like amazing at dancing. Can't remember her name.
Went to Mamma Mia though.
Yeah, she went over to Mamma Mia.
She had the cowboy
hat. They danced on the TV somewhere, like BBC One, like the One Show or something. And I was like, there she is. I really can't. I can't remember her name.
Lottie loves a girl in a cowboy hat. She's every time I see it.
She was just.
Anyone who plays that girl in the cowboy hat, you're like, she's
To be fair, the one in West End, the blonde one,
she
with
was
the cowboy
living
hat,
her
she
best.
was so good. She was like, whoa, and I'm like, wow, okay. They just go for it. Maybe it's the cowboy hat. They're like, they just feel cooler.
Give them a bit extra.
Don't know why there's a cowboy hat in Mamma
No,
Mia, but
why
we'll just
not?
go with it. Anyway, next, Disco Inferno.
The word is Stetson.
Eh?
Is that the actual name for a cowboy hat? Is a Stetson?
I don't know. Whoa, anyone out there that knows the real name for a cowboy hat?
Have I just felt like a genius?
Let us know. Disco Inferno, I don't know what that is.
I think they're like 80s, once again, 80s.
For God's sake.
Everyone loves the 80s.
Many 80s songs. The thing is though, the Tramps. Whoa! Sorry. I thought that was a
Hey, what?
an album. Disco Inferno from Tina.
Disco Inferno.
Glee. I'm so confused.
But I don't know what the show is about. Should we move on?
Oh, I think it's in Saturday Night Fever as well. I'm so confused. I don't know.
Carry on.
We'll just move on. This is various. Oh, Saturday Night Fever's next. I think that's 80s. Moving on. And Juliet. Which is, the songs are by various artists, but they're all produced by the same guy, which is Max Martin. I'm pretty sure it's produced.
I think he also helped write. Anywho,
But anyway,
he owns the
and
rights to
Juliet,
the songs.
he has the rights to the songs. Yeah, he was either producer, like, well, I was going to say director, but no, not
Writer
not songs.
extraordinaire.
Whatever. Max Martin is like the common theme for all the songs. And Juliet's okay. Like, you listen to
I
the
think
cast
day by
recording,
day it gets less and less.
tragic.
Yeah.
So you listen to the cast recording and you're like, oh, okay.
Could be good.
Could be good. And then you go and you're like,
Could be better.
could be better. The songs are good. They're good.
I saw your face just trying to filter your reaction to the show. I just.
The songs are good.
Yeah.
And the way that they've done the songs are pretty good. Like, they're epic. No, because what's the one where Juliet first comes in? Oh, baby.
Yeah.
It's pretty epic. Like, it's...
Boom, 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 boom,
like,
boom.
yeah. And they've got... Throughout the whole show, like, there's a common, like, little violin every so often that
Oh,
pops
we love
in.
it.
And I quite like that. So the
It is
songs
pretty
are great.
good.
But then the story just doesn't quite match.
The story doesn't make sense.
It doesn't quite make sense to me. But I'm not hating
There's
on it.
definitely like a few plot holes that just need to be filled with better plot. All I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But it's all right. We have seen it twice.
I feel like if you want to see it,
Go see
do it.
It's very bright
Just-
and colourful. Don't sit in the stores.
Don't sit in
I got
stores, you'll be blinded.
blinded.
And also, I mean, if you buy the cheapest seat at the Grand Circle, chances are you'll be
We get
upgraded. You'll be down to the stores address.
twice. It was
And
great.
this time, last time we went, we got upgraded like 4
We
times
got moved like 4 times. It was
because
great.
they
people
kept
in
putting
our
us in
seat.
the wrong seat.
Sorry, Disco Inferno is just playing in the background. Let me just get rid of that.
Cool.
now.
Let me just find the next one.
Excuse me.
No, bye.
You don't know where we are.
I have no idea. Whoa! I found Angelia.
Exactly.
Just as you put it away.
Beautiful, Carol King.
Beautiful.
Great.
Never saw it.
Never
really wanted to
saw
see
it.
it. The cast recording was banging.
Good old Jessie Muller. It was on a tour in the UK. It was in the West End,
Yep.
like a while ago, and now it's on a tour
With Kathy
but
Jansen,
it
who's
got
in And Juliet.
cancelled. The tour got cancelled.
Yeah.
We really wanted to see it because,
Yeah.
but like
Well-
as a bonus, we really wanted to see Vicky Manser as Carol, but she only did certain days, and because we worked, it was like a hard.
It was a harder task.
We were gonna go see it in Wimbledon,
And
that was
then
like 2
Corona
weeks
happened.
before Corona, like after Corona, and I was like, oh. But
Anyway, so we were, I just love the cast recording. Every time, it's one of them cast recordings I like to put the whole thing on and listen to it.
Oh,
Because
do
it
you?
is a banging.
That's about her life, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
she's
it
playing
is.
Carol. Yeah, it's about her life. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Sunny
But-
Afternoon, The Kinks. Sorry, I'm moving
Never
on.
saw it, never listened to
I don't
it.
even know who The Kinks are.
I keep seeing it
think.
everywhere. I've seen it, like,
Vicky was in that one.
Of course she was. I've seen, like, all the things for it.
Oh.
Never actually.
Oh, another one that Vicky was in. It's the next one. Sorry.
We Will Rock You?
She wasn't in We
She
Rock You. Do you mean Bat Out of Hell?
Oh, yeah.
That's Meatloaf's songs. That was alright.
They have the same costumes. It's very confusing.
Yeah, it's another rock one. Never seen it. I've listened to it. It's okay.
Saw it at West End Live once again.
Was it
Brilliant.
good?
It was damn. It was good.
Ooh. So if
Damn.
it comes back,
Like
Maybe
like
we'll
the guy that
go.
played him. I can't.
Meatloaf.
The guy that played like no, not the main character.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, like the way he literally just like climbed round like literally on the scaffolding of the stage. He was just like throwing himself around it. He was crazy.
I don't know if that's legal.
No,
but I love
but it was
that.
great. I think every time they like the guy that does like the sign language was like, oh my god.
And the last one's Head Over Heels. Oh, my
Head
bum's
over
gone now.
heels.
Which is songs by the Goo Goo Dolls,
Yes.
which is great.
Classic Goo Goo.
Right. Now we've
Well, that
taken up
was-
like half an hour of your time already.
Love you guys.
Not
Thanks
even
for staying.
joking. It's been half an hour.
It might be less once I've edited it, but it's been half an hour right now.
It's been a while. Right, we're going to do our segments really quick. Right, key change. Someone gets hurt from Mean Girls. Sorry, I think it might have 2, but it might be wrong.
I think it does. 'Cause
Mate,
it
actually,
goes,
no, is
it goes
that one?
up and then like up again.
No, that's Wild Burn, isn't it? Wild
Yes.
Burn has 2. We're ignoring that. Someone gets hurt. Someone gets
Someone get up.
from Mean Girls. Great song.
Slow down.
It's on the.
Take time.
Look,
We have
look.
all the time in the world.
Okay,
Stop.
I'm trying to figure
Take a
out
minute.
where it is.
From a cup, put some liquor in it.
I'm trying to figure out where it is.
So I do the next one. You can figure out.
Is it that bit? Mean Girls is just a great musical in general, though. So
Cool.
just go listen to the whole thing. But yeah, Someone Gets Hurt is a pretty epic key change.
Oh yeah.
It just flows. It's not like
I was trying to figure out what you wrote.
it doesn't like stop and then change key. It just like flows into it.
It's like
It's a pretty good one. Okay, go.
Cool. So my fact of the day.
Your fact of
My
the day.
fact.
with TH.
Why have I got a fact?
He always does this. Carry on. always spat that everywhere. Woo! Carry on, love. Good job I swallowed that Fanta.
Oh.
Woo!
Anyway, are you guys okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
So, there was this TV show by Brie Beasley that followed a bunch of like shows, like with like they're just how they run, and one of the shows was Charlie Talk Back to Me at first opened
in Drury Lane.
In Drury Lane Theatre, and they were talking literally on the day of press night or whatever it was, or like the first show.
Or like opening night,
one of the first opening nights, the glass elevator broke and they couldn't figure out how to get it working again.
We love that.
And literally they had to hold the audience and like everyone outside the theatre
in case
until like they couldn't let anyone in the stalls. They let people in the dress circle and the upper circle, but not in the stalls. And they're like they safety curtain down the whole time until like the show literally was about to start. And they're like, you know what, it's golden.
They fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
But that documentary, I can't remember what it's called now, but if I figure it out, I'll let you know. You can pop it in the description below.
Down below.
I think it's on YouTube. I've seen it loads of times. But they like follow like Mamma Mia and lots of other great shows. And I think it's
in like separate episodes.
Yeah,
oh,
or like
it
intertwine
might still be on the iPlayer.
I think it was on YouTube, but I watched it. I rewatched it.
Oh, okay.
So I'll try and find it and let you know. But it's very good, and recommend watching that as well if you want to do a bit because I'm a bit of a nerd, so I like look and take the backstory of
theatres work.
And yeah,
I do love that.
Gia.
What's the next bit?
It's a stress.
I don't even know what that says.
You've written Snapchat.
Oh no, it's on my old phone.
Oh, fudge.
Have you got it?
Fudge nuggets.
Have you got it? Oh, it's on that phone.
Oh, fudge nuggets.
What do we do? Oh, I have a screenshot.
I remember what it is. I remember what it is. It's fine.
The drink swap?
Yes.
Okay.
It was in Heather's.
Oh yeah.
And he drinks
for context.
Yes, for context, he drinks a slushie, and it's usually got water in it.
He has to like make a really slurpy noise for the song.
I think one time they swapped it with like.
Was it fizzy?
No, they swapped it with like vodka. So he's like the biggest slurp of it, and he was like. So he's like.
Heather's like Broadway or like a.
I think
like
it was off.
Like a, as in off Broadway or like a school production.
Yeah, I don't know, but like I saw it and I was like, that's incredible. But like so he did a massive slurp. It like burnt his throat. The rest of like Freeze Your Brain, he was like, like
oh no,
because like vodka's like, and when you like gulping it, thinking it's water as well.
Yeah, when you're trying to make the noise.
Because also like
you're kind of spraying
Freeze Your Brain, like that's a good point.
So.
Like for him especially, like take a big gulp of water to like get it through the rest of the show.
That's so funny.
He so gulped a massive lump of like vodka, and by 17 I think he was a little bit tipsy.
I mean,
because it like got into his bloodstream. Anyway,
yeah, that was a cast member like pranked him.
Yeah,
bit orcs, bit awkward.
Anyway,
right.
I'm glad I remembered it though. I love that.
The stress.
I could see it in my head. I was like, come on.
I was gonna say I'll flick back to another page and see what we got written. Okay, popular culture is the next thing.
Popular culture.
We're gonna like whiz through it because we're a little bit, there's not much we need to say.
So this popular culture section is basically, I guess,
it's like
artists
songs from musicals that have just become famous from something. So for example, I'm gonna just say one.
Take the first one.
A little bit. I don't know the story exactly. So I Dreamed a Dream from Les Mis became really like famous and brought loads of people to the show because Susan Boyle sang it on the X Factor.
But also because back when it opened up, it was one of them songs, and like I guess
it wasn't back then. X Factor.
No, I know,
like
but but even before Susan Boyle, like with Elaine Page singing it, she was the original like woman.
Yeah, but
it like gained like momentum like on like the radio. Just that song alone,
and then it sort of went steady.
along with like lots of other songs from like many other shows, which we'll discuss.
But then the show went steady for a while, and then Susan Boyle sang at the X Factor, and it got like a massive following again. And then that's the beginning of like social media times as well, which helped.
Yeah.
So the first one is "All I Ask of You" from Phantom.
All I ask of you.
Why have we got that right now?
My mum told me, this is fact from the old woman.
The old woman.
I love her.
Sorry, Lynn.
Love you.
Wasn't me.
No, I'm joking. She's gonna actually like come for me when she hears this podcast next Friday. It was on the radio. When like Phantom came out, they released it as like a single.
Oh, okay.
I guess, and it just gave momentum on the radio, and people came to see Phantom of the Opera.
Nice.
Abracadabra, Alakazam.
Don't Don't Cry For Me? Cry For Me Argentina?
Don't Cry For Me Argentina. Once again, Evita, I think once again
released as a single,
gained momentum, and then there was like pop versions of it because it was a film. So as like the credits rolled, it was like kind of like that. So it like gained like people like, oh, that's a cool song. I think. So that gained momentum that way once again. Like lots of other shows, like lots of other songs, like gained momentum.
Well, I was just thinking the next one, When You Believe from Prince of Egypt. What's that?
Once
is that
again,
another one?
so it's in the show or in the film, but it's a lot. It's a
Disney
lot
film,
dull.
isn't it?
No, it's DreamWorks. But it's animated by the same guys who did Disney films.
I thought it was Disney.
They just got fired by Disney. So like, screw you, we're going to go to DreamWorks. We're going to make a film in the style of Disney and go like that to you.
Oh, a bit awkward.
And release, do like loads of hype for it, make it bigger than it, like, because the Disney film was coming out at the same time as that film was coming out.
So
DreamWorks were like, we're going to like ramp up like the promo for this and
so
drown out
Prince
Disney.
Of Egypt became really like
try and drown out Disney and be like.
I'd never heard of Prince of Egypt until he came to the West End, to be honest. But that's
I had, but like
only
because like that's the kind of background I also came up in. It's very
fair enough.
When You Believe is a song in the film and in the show, and then when they made it famous, it had Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey singing it in like the credits, and they released it as a pop single.
See, that happens
a
lot actually. Like with I was gonna say
A Whole New World. That like got like some like major. Yeah.
There was one in a film that actually isn't in a film. Oh no, don't worry. I mean, I'm being stupid. Don't Stop Believing by Glee. I'm gonna skip that because that's in a different section.
Okay.
Of this bit, I've got like a whole different section. Okay, I know him so well from Chess. That's another one, isn't it?
Yeah. Once again, we said the single, but Elaine Page is someone else.
I mean, she's a big
Elaine Page is literally one of the biggest. She also, I think she has a radio show every like Sunday, I think, on like Radio 1, and she like plays like some of her favourite like musical bangers.
I heard 6 once.
Yeah.
I think it's Radio 2.
Well, anyway, I think like I heard it. I was in the car. My dad, mum put it on. And she's like, "Oh, 6." But like, she usually puts her stuff from like all the musicals, and it's like great because then she talks about it. She has the most annoying laugh I've ever heard, though.
Oh, really?
It's one of them proper like. And you're like.
Sorry, headphone users.
But like it's like through the radio as well, so it sounds like really like muffled and like gross. It's like.
Memory from Cats is another one.
Once again, Elaine Page.
Massive hit, but just I
think Elaine Page just smashed it.
She just did. She's
Elaine
like Michael
Page.
Ball and Alfie Boe.
Yeah, she's like the unheard of.
The less heard of mainstreamly, but still, yeah.
Because like Michael Ball and like. Yeah, he like got the fame, but then like Elaine Page was like bam.
Yeah. Next we've got so TikTok has kind of helped with the musical theatre in a way. There were 2 songs that I was thinking. There's All You Want to Do from 6, and there's Never Getting Rid of Me from Waitress. Yeah. Now, there was the whole controversy because a girl decided to film herself singing along to Waitress with Never Getting Rid of Me because there's a small snippet from that song that people would use in TikTok. So she was like, I flew all the way to New York to go and see Waitress just so I could like hear this song in real life, and I was like, okay, but she like sang along in a TikTok video to the song, so like everyone was the internet went a bit crazy. She didn't even apologise for it. She was like, I'm sorry, I was just enjoying myself, and I'm like, no, you don't sing along, okay? No. So there's that song.
That's just wrong.
A little snippet was used.
Don't sing along to shows.
No, don't sing along to shows, jukebox or not.
That's what I was going to say. Jukebox musicals. There is a point at the end of the show. Pretty much every show. They do like a mega mix of like the best songs from that show.
So Mamma Mia has Waterloo, Dancing Queen, and Mamma Mia that you get to sing.
And you can sing. They invite you.
They're
and
like,
they
stand up.
Ask you to sing along with them.
Yeah.
Do that at that moment only, and that moment only.
They do say don't sing along.
Do not do it during the show because you ruin the show.
For patrons.
People pay to see the actor and the show in the way it is made to be.
Yeah.
Not from your mother who's had 40 many ciders and is singing along to.
You know what though? It's also really hard as ushers to like stop someone from singing for one, but also when someone has been singing and someone complains to you about it, it's like, oh, it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard to like tell them, being like, hi, sorry.
Like I've heard so many like drama stories from like Mamma Mia, not really from us, but from Mamma Mia, it just never goes well.
So many people that work because it's a DMT.
Yeah.
Anyway, the other one, All You Want to Do, they switched around a thing, so it goes. The real lyric is, I think we can all agree I'm the 10 amongst these threes. But on
The 3 amongst
TikTok,
these
they
10s.
say 3 amongst these 10s to be funny. But yeah, that's another song that's like big just because of
Also,
that.
a song like Veruca Says from Chinese Pop.
And Veruca says,
That made
yeah.
it. That had a little minute,
A
and
little
no one
minute.
like. I saw so many people like mad like YouTubers use it, and I'm like, you don't even like musicals, and you don't even know where this comes
It's
from.
kind of annoying,
Don't use
but-
it.
Yeah, but then again, it's like you're not even a fan of Little Mix. Why are you using their song? And it's like just because it works.
No, I know,
I know.
but
Don't
at
get
least
your
credit.
knickers in a
No,
twist.
but the thing is, even on the TikTok thing, it didn't actually have the logo or Charlie Talk actually. It was just someone else used it in a TikTok, and then it became famous that way, rather than actually having like a basis of
Oh,
the show. If it had that, I'd be fine with it.
okay.
But because they like basically ripped it and used it as their own,
Fair enough.
it doesn't work. It doesn't make me happy. My soul
Then
bleeds.
the next thing we've got is like 3 like sort of big things that use songs from musical theatre. So
Okay.
we've got Smash,
Don't forget.
we've got Pitch Perfect, which
Smash is songs. Actually, most of Smash songs are written for
they were,
Smash
yeah, they've used, haven't they?
I
Why
don't-
have we got that written down then?
because it's a musical theatre
Themed.
thing.
There we go. It's brought light to musical theatre because it was a big show.
It's also usually some of like the biggest theatre people, like Kat
Kat
McPhee, Megan Hitley, I think is her name, Leslie Odom Jr.,
Big.
Jeremy Jordan.
Exactly.
The list goes on and
That's
on
why
and
we put it
on. And
Pitch
it's great.
Perfect I've got written down. I don't
'Cause
know why.
They don't use any musical theatre songs, but it did bring people into the kind of musical world.
Because of like a cappella.
And it is quite a, it's I don't know. I think we just put it down because it's a nice way of people getting into it. And also, I guess it kind of is a musical because it is a film where they sing
Yeah. Using
to
musical.
enhance the
And then
story.
Obviously Glee. That uses all the musicals.
And all the it's just that uses every song possible in every
Yeah, and then
way.
they made they became really big from Don't Stop Believing. They did a cover
Yeah.
of it, which was so big it was actually on a Now album.
yeah.
As the same Now album, which and then it brought light to the original version of the song, which also became famous. So on CD 1 you've got the Journey version of Don't Stop Believing, and then CD 2 you've got the Glee version. It's really funny. It cracks me up. I'm really sad by that. All That Jazz from Chicago, people just use that phrase like on the daily. I don't
Yeah.
think people know what it's from necessarily. They're
No,
like,
but
oh
use
yeah,
it,
and all
and
that
once
jazz,
again
you know?
that gained momentum and brought
Yep.
people in the show,
And then the last things we've got,
along with like lots of other songs from like Chicago as well. Like everyone knows
Chicago's iconic.
everyone knows like
My bum's gone.
Jailhouse Tank, whatever it's
What are
called.
you doing?
My
Cell
God,
Block Tango?
that's the one. Oh my
Right.
God, it's been a
Jumping
long
the Line
day.
from Beetlejuice.
Jumping the line.
It's just a random
Everybody
song that
on
was
that.
used in the film,
Film.
and then they use it in the musical as well. It's not a jukebox
But they don't use
musical.
the whole song in the musical.
No, it's like a feature, but they use the thing in the
Actually,
film.
they use
and
they
then,
use like the banana song though.
That's what that is.
Daylight come and go home.
Oh,
Dale. They say Dale.
oh, whatever.
That's a whole song in the film, in the show.
Okay, whatever.
Dale.
Anyway, the last things we've got is we've got Waitress and SpongeBob, because
Yeah.
SpongeBob, they're all original songs, but they're all written by like pop artists or whatever, such as David Bowie, Plain White Tees, Panic at the Disco, Sarah Bareilles, etc.
The list
bajillions.
goes on, and like
Great
have
show.
a look, and your mind will be blown.
Is
And when
there
you
a bootleg somewhere? Or like a professional recording?
they professionally recorded it.
There we
It's
go.
also bootleg.
And then
but,
obviously Waitress, Sarah Bareilles wrote the songs for,
Yeah.
who is a pop artist. It's not a jukebox musical, but she
I guess
did
that's
write
where
the songs.
that's pretty where I would have put 9 to 5.
No, because 2 of the songs were originally her songs. A little bit different. You don't have like a Waitress film with the songs in, do you?
No.
You have a 9 to 5 song.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Right, you get those people.
Yeah.
Idiot. And that is that, my friend.
Jesus. On a bike.
So, thanks for watching. That was a bit chaotic.
We're not over yet because I've got something else to say.
Mm.
I'm pregnant. The baby's yours. No, I'm joking.
What have you got? What's this?
I've got coronavirus. You're welcome. No, I'm joking. I don't know. I didn't actually have anything else to say.
Oh,
I just
I
wanted to keep
do.
talking.
I
Oh,
just remembered something. So basically this morning I was listening to, I have a lot, when I say a lot, I have a lot of
she
shows
has the longest playlist of musicals
that
in the
I
land.
have not listened to yet. So I've got like, basically what I do.
Oh, also, we didn't say this. I don't know if this is going to happen before this podcast gets ready, but Six is now doing a drive-in at the Drive-in London. The drive-in got
For one
completely
day only.
cancelled.
The
They're
drive-in
doing
tour
this
got
to like kind
cancelled,
of make
so
up
they're doing
for
one.
it, and it's got like past, present, Queens,
Vicky Mensa. 12th
and like other
of
people.
September.
Yeah, cool. I'm glad you know because I have no idea.
From the tour and the West End,
And X.
old and new.
Yeah.
And X.
Like ex people.
Yeah.
Ex-wives.
Right. So I'll link that below. I'll link tickets for that. It's limited though, so they might even be sold out. If they're not sold out, I will put the link below. If not, watch out on our social media because we're going and we will film some bits and put it on the stories.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, so what I do is I have this massive musicals playlist, which is every song from every show I've ever listened to.
Yeah.
Every song that I like, not every single song, and that we'd listen to. And then I've got 990 something songs. I'm like so close to 1,000. I looked this morning. But what I do when I hear about a new show that I haven't listened to the cast recording or it's just come out or whatever, I put it in a playlist of just its own and name it that. So then every so often I'm like, have a scroll. Ooh, let's listen to Starry today. That's one I haven't listened to.
That's the one that's the one based on like a painter.
As in A Starry Night, or whatever
Yeah.
it's called. Isn't that Van Gogh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
It's
like
basically
really
his, like,
famous.
life.
Yeah.
I forgot the painter's name. Give me a minute.
So that's what I do. So this morning I was like, okay, here we go, playing some GTA. Let's listen to a new show, because why not? I listened to a show
What show did you
First Dates. The songs, like as a whole, it was 38 minutes long.
Oh, I love First
But it was
Dates.
so good, and I was
Did the
living
whole
my
thing?
best. It was like 38 minutes. The songs.
Did you like the whole
concluded to.
thing?
Pretty much. Not all the songs are in there.
Some
like
of them are a bit weird, weren't
there's
they?
some songs. So there's
the
three
one with like
songs.
the telephone ones,
yeah.
or like the most
There's three
like
songs
what the
that are
hell
called
is
like
it?
Bail Out or whatever,
Yeah.
where like you're on a first date and you're like, hi, oh, you've had a car accident? Oh no, I'm gonna have to go. I'm really sorry. Like there were three of those that I didn't put in just because it sounds weird and I probably wouldn't listen to them. It's more
No.
talking.
But like Safer and
Safer, yes.
First Impressions.
The one even was pretty good. I love a show
I
that makes me
I
laugh.
played these for you once, and you were like, "What
Did
are
you?
they?"
you sure?
Because I love this show. I love them two songs, Safer and First Impressions. For the longest time, they weren't on Spotify. They weren't anywhere. And I saw on someone's story, they'd be like, "Oh my god, it's on Spotify," and I was like, "No way." I found
I'm
it,
still waiting for the day that
and
Adams is on Spotify.
it became like my 2019. Like it literally came out in like
sure?
November. It came out in November, and I put it in my 2019. I somehow got it in my 2019 playlist. That's how much I love them
That's
two
impressive.
songs.
They are the best songs. But one I just wanted to talk about quick, there's one called The Awkward Pause.
Yeah.
So where like you have like an awkward pause in a date where you're like, oh my god, what do we say? And the like, it's not exactly the same, but like the music is like a spin on The Sound of Silence, which is so clever. I was like, Dyke, will we get copyrighted if I play like a snippet?
How long?
Like that's The Sound of Silence, isn't it? Yeah. How clever is that? I just love it. But yeah.
It was a pretty good show actually,
That's
and I
what I
think
listened to
it wasn't a very big cast either.
No, I think it was like those two people.
And then like some extra like other ensembles.
Yeah, and not very many. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
I had quite I think it was quite a short Broadway run.
Well, the fact that
it came into the West End
it's
during that like MT Fest thing.
Oh, okay. The fact that it's like a 38-minute song, it's not going to be a long show, is it? It's probably like one act. There wasn't an entr'acte or anything.
No.
But there was an overture, technically. It's not really. But
it's good, isn't it? It's good.
But yeah, that's all I want to say.
I'm glad you listened to it.
Yeah. So we can add that to the box playlist.
Oh please.
So that's it, lads.
Can't just shred my vocal cords like the singing Safer.
Can't wait. That is the end of this week's episode. Bit chaotic. Kind of didn't know what we were doing.
No,
Bit long.
we were like out in like your garden one time, and we wrote it's like the longest list of life, writing out
jukebox musicals,
which we've now read out to you. And we're like, how we actually put this in a podcast? So we hope you've actually been entertained by our madness.
If there are any that we've missed though that you know are jukebox musicals, feel free to let us know because
one, I like to listen to new musicals, and two,
we might have just forgotten because
fix us.
But yeah, hope you've enjoyed.
So, just quickly, what musical are you obsessed with this week? Like, if you had to pick one musical that you're obsessed with, like you'd probably listen to the rest of the week. What are you going for?
Oh God, what a question!
I know.
I don't know.
Throw something at you.
I don't know. Have you got anything in mind?
I mean, I kind of go not Jacqueline and I, fucking out. Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde.
So similar.
I got him into Bonnie and Clyde.
I got into Bonnie and Clyde, and I can't stop now. But it's like a couple of songs at a time, like not like the whole show.
Thing,
but I just some of the I'll put them on. I'll put them on repeat and repeat and repeat.
I haven't.
And there is like one song. There's a couple of songs from Pretty Woman that like I literally spent the last week listening to.
Listen to that. I haven't been listening to many musicals recently. I've been listening to pop more because I made a playlist of like, because it was my birthday, and I made a playlist of like
that is a banging
my
playlist,
whole like 20 years of life of like what I listened to from when I was born to like now. So I've been listening to that, and it's just like, because there's loads of old songs I forgot about, so I made that.
Yeah.
So I've kind of had that on in the car.
It's good.
But I haven't really gone many places where I've had music on in the car, in a way. As in, like, I haven't gone out in the car very much. And in my room, I don't really listen to music.
I always have music on. But when I say I always have music on, I literally play a couple of songs and I'm like,
when I'm playing
I just
games,
have to like
though,
I have to like fill my life with a song quickly, and then I'm like, I'm golden now.
Yeah. See, the thing is, with the games I play...
Also, last night I went to sleep listening to Prince of Egypt. I have no idea why.
Why?
I just couldn't get to sleep, and I had like a lyric in my head. I knew it from Prince of Egypt, so I put that song on. And I just ended up, because it's quite like a calm sort of like...
I haven't listened to Prince of Egypt, so...
like, album, apart from like When You Believe.
Oh, yeah.
It's like... Boom, boom.
Fair enough. But yeah, when I play games, it depends, because Red Dead, I can play listening to my own music, have the TV on mute, because there's subtitles of like the story.
Yeah.
Because you're playing along to the story, so you can have the subs.
GTA,
there are no subtitles. Therefore, I need to know what the story is happening when I'm playing along, so I can't listen to music. Online you can, but that's about it. I don't really play online very often because I'm a noob.
Anyway, off subject,
end.
There we are.
I haven't got a musical that I've been listening to, but maybe for next time I will.
Cool. Well, thanks for popping by.
Thanks for popping by for this really long episode. I'm very sorry.
If this is our 10th episode, then congratulations.
No,
if it's not, then it's our 9th, and I'm sacked.
Sacked.
I'm sacked? No.
It's definitely going to be the 9th episode.
Cool.
Because it comes out next Friday.
Oh yeah, crap. This is the
9th episode.
So next episode is our 10th episode. So bring your party hats.
Yeah, we're really excited. Hopefully, fingers crossed, have something really exciting. I'm not going to say what it is.
If it actually happens, I might just be deceased next episode. Next episode, it'll be a mess. It'll be more messy than this, and this is messy.
It might be a bit short.
If it happens, I will combust.
But you are going to live.
If it doesn't happen, I'm going to be so disappointed.
All I'm going to say, I'm not going to say what is happening. All I'm going to say...
No. Just don't. Leave them on the edge.
I was going to say, if you like 6, you're going to be happy.
If it happens. If not... You're going to hate us.
Then it might be episode 11. It's definitely going to happen at some point. We just don't know when yet.
I really hope that happens next episode.
We've got a thing happening.
We've scheduled a thing to happen.
Scheduled the thing. You are English, Mark.
You are blonde and I hate you. Anyway, carry on.
God's sake. Follow us on all the things.
Woo! I had some new art done recently by my friend Callum. Callum. If you need any like art done, he's asked me if you ever want any art done, let him know, and he's very happy to do it.
As you can see, it's our like little icon.
It's pretty great.
It's cool. Okay.
Cool. Thanks.
Go.
Also, if you're watching, Shannon, thanks.
Hi, Shannon. Okay. So we're gonna just end it there.
Cool.
So goodbye, everybody.
Adios. Have a safe week.
Stay
Don't
safe.
get coronavirus.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra, pet.